Howdy Everybody. It's your pal Misty. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. It is Monday night and it is time for our live stream. Tonight is going to be a really fun one. I am going to talk about community. And since I'm talking about community, I asked members of the community to join me. And these lovely ladies that are on the screen have so far decided to join me. Alita, thank you for being here in the chat. I do appreciate that. You told me that's where you would be able to participate this evening, and we appreciate it. So anyone who wants to join, I will have the link that I will share throughout the stream. So if you do want to join us on camera, you absolutely can. Derek, hello. I didn't intend that directly for you, but if you'd like to join, Derek, you absolutely can. I know you may be driving home and may only be on audio, but currently I'm fine with that. If you'd like to join, Derek, no pressure. So hello and good evening, everyone. I just wanted to waste the first couple of minutes because even though I'm not monetized, commercials still play. And some of you watch them not knowing that it does me no good. And although I really appreciate that because maybe one day it will do me some good, I'm just going to chat for a moment before we get started so that everybody can make sure that they see and give everybody time to join. Hello, Jennifer. Thank you for joining. Everybody's saying hi to everybody, including Mary. Mary's also in the chat. Thank you, Mary, for chatting. I love it. I love the engagement and the involvement. All right, so that gives us about 2 minutes into it. So again, we're going to talk this evening about community. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the live stream for now, so that if you do want to join, you absolutely can. But I want to start this evening, although many of you here probably know the lovely ladies on the screen with me this evening. I do want to give them a chance to introduce themselves, say whatever you'd like to about yourself this evening, and then we'll get into a brief discussion. So, Cheryl, I will start with you.
I should have came a few minutes later. No, I'm kidding.
I took you for being first, Cheryl. You got to go first.
Okay. I'm Cheryl. Hello, everyone. Misty, thank you for having me tonight. My channel name is Cheryl's Place, and I talk about health, wellness, challenges, mental health, just trying to have the best possible life and be as strong and healthy as I possibly can. So that's what I have going on.
Nice, Cheryl. Well, I appreciate you being here.
Hey,
just
Deb.
saying hi to some people as they join in. Deb is here. Gina finally made it to one. Glad you finally made it there, Gina. We appreciate you all being here. And Derek saying hi to everyone. Mary, go ahead and tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I'm just Mary. I don't have a YouTube channel. I just like to hang out with the community.
You are an excellent representation of the community that is someone who doesn't have a channel. And there are people like you in the community who are essential and vital to others of us in the community. Not to go unsaid, some of us have people in our community that don't like social media. Like my best friend Amy. God loves her and so do I, but she is not a social media person. You'll rarely catch her on a live stream or in a chat anywhere, but she's there for me 110%. So as y'all are talking, if you want to give any shout outs to people like that, of course, feel free in the chat or on the live stream, because I know you all have your own community of people and we'll talk about them as well as we go. So yes, Mary, although not a YouTuber, absolutely an essential part of this community. I appreciate you being here. All right, Deanna, welcome, Deanna. Thank you for coming. You've been a part of my community for quite a while, and I appreciate having you here. What would you like to share with the people to start off this evening?
I'm in a very talkative mood today. Hi, I'm Deanna with channel name Adventures of Deanna. I don't have a lot to say. Let me get that CVS list of people that are, that I'd like to thank for being supporters in my community. And then it will just be done. It'll be done with it. But no, thank you to everyone who is part of the community. I want to thank Misty for, having me on here. But yeah, community is huge. And I appreciate every single person, whether they're, on YouTube or Instagram or wherever they are, yeah, it's really appreciated. It does help a lot to know, just, that you're not alone and, having, your moods. And it's also fun to have people cheer you on and to congratulate you and encourage you and to motivate you. It's just all of the little pieces are so important. So just a huge thank you to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely, and we will definitely talk about that more as we go along this evening, Deanna. You're absolutely correct. It is a vast majority of people in all different aspects of how they support us online. So yeah, it's great. And last but not least, by any means, Becky.
Hey, I'm Becky. I make a big point to tell everybody I'm from South Jersey. I'm very proud of that. My channel's kind of just about my life in general. It started off I wanted to do like adventures about my life, and then the pandemic happened. And so I started a weight loss journey. So that kind of got on here, and my mental health journey. And that's what I talk about in this community. And then I put random stuff out there. I mean, a lot of you guys know that I'm getting married in July. So I have a lot of wedding stuff right now. Just whatever's going on in my life, that's what I share. Sans the term My 5-Star Life. It actually comes from an old email address when I was like in middle school. That's actually how I got the name. And I just like went with it all these years. But yeah, and this is about my life. And I love the community here. It's been like really great, especially over the last couple of years, to have that support, to have that just group of people that are in your corner and that you can, feed off of, and that you can also support. It's been a tremendous help, especially like during times when I don't feel that great and my mental health hasn't been that great. I turn on somebody's video and then I feel connected. So it's great.
Yeah, it is. You bring up a very good point. It's about that connection sometimes too, right? And that's something not to be overlooked. And I do love, and lots of us, my channel is also like that, Becky, where we do what we're doing today, and then we're going to film it and show you, because that's what we're doing today. And that's how we want our community to support us in whatever we're doing, right? And everybody's channel who looks or who has a channel looks a little bit different because of that, right? Some people are more specific content. Some people have, a regimen of things they put out. Some people are on scheduled content. Everybody does it a little bit different. But I just wanted to have y'all here because I love all of y'all. I think y'all are all great. And I've said it 100 times that I wouldn't be the same person I am without this community. And I'm so lucky to have found so many people to support me, to encourage me. And to be honest, at the end of the day, a lot of times just to make me feel normal about myself. Because sometimes you're out here blowing in the wind thinking, I'm a crazy lunatic and nobody is struggling like this. And then you say it and everybody else is like, pick me too. I'm right there. And you're like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, I mean, sometimes at the end of the day, it's a little bit selfish. Because it makes me feel like a normal person to have other people, even if they may not be able to relate or that may not be their truth, people to say, I hear you, you're heard, you're seen. I can relate to that. Even, you may not be able to empathize with everything because you may not be able to put yourself in that situation. It may be something totally different from you, but I think the discussions are very important. So, and I'm sorry, I fell behind in chat. I'll get back to everyone. Natasha is here. Natasha, if you'd like to join us online, anyone, again, I have put the link in the chat. Let me go. It's been a few minutes. Let me just go ahead and add it again. Because I think Deb, I see Cole. I thank you all for joining. Will is here for a little while, I saw. Meeting running late. So if anyone would like to join the live stream, of course, you absolutely can. I've put the link in the comments of this chat. You can click on the link as long as you have a camera, microphone. Then feel free to hop in and talk. So one thing that I'd like to kind of start with, I'm just, going to do a round robin, a round table, but if you want to speak speak in or speak up or emphasize or add to what someone else says, please do that. I don't intend for this to be as much of I ask each individual person a question. So I may start a question just to sort of spearhead a conversation, right? Just so y'all know. So for the first question, I will let anyone answer, but I'm curious, what's been the most surprising thing about the YouTube community specifically for you? Surprising, either good or bad. Because surprising, I suppose, is the way you look at it, right? Was it a positive or a negative? And I can choose if necessary. Just
So for me, everybody is just a normal person.
And that was unexpected?
Yeah. I mean, who would have thought I was be sitting here on a YouTube live stream, whatever. But yeah, everybody's just been a normal, everyday, fun person. And so, I'm just glad I found everybody.
Yeah, it is. There is a lot out there that's not real.
Right.
And, I mean, it's a lot of it. Some of it's not intended to be viewed that way. It's intended to be viewed as comedy or as sketch stuff or, whatever. And some of it's done vlog style. And you know that you only see a certain part of someone's day, right? But yeah, there are just a lot of us out here who are just really real and doing the best that we can. And that's what makes it relatable, right?
Yeah.
And that's why, for me, I think even though all of us are approaching this differently as far as our weight loss or health journeys, the things that y'all do teach me things that I may be able to apply. Say hello to your cats for me, Mary. Evidently,
Sorry.
Every time.
Down.
I'm just waiting for Loki to tell me hi. Deanna, is he not there? Or?
He and Chance are right next to me. They're hanging out. They're waiting for the proper moment.
Yeah, he likes to make an entrance. We love Loki. Hey, JD. Hello, my lovely. Says seeing the community carry on after lockdown, I think, is surprising and wonderful. That's true. I never really thought of that because I started my channel before lockdown happened. I actually started with a totally different channel, right? I started with my family channel. And then my mom said, not everybody wants to see the family. They want to see you make your own channel. And I said, that's ridiculous. Nobody wants to just see me and talk to me. I don't know. That's okay, Mom. But I listen to her because she's my mama and she tries to do right by me. And now here I am. So, but that's interesting that a lot of people did start it for lockdown to make that connection. And then it's just carried on. It's sort of the new normal now because I certainly have more virtual friends that I've never met than people I would consider a friend in person. So, I mean, that's absolutely true. Nikki's here. Hello, Nikki.
I was like
to that. Seeing who else here.
I would say, like, I don't want to interrupt you. That it kind of surprises me. Like, I'm somebody, if I don't know you in person, it takes me a minute to get comfortable with you. Actually, you know what? I take that back. It's easier for me to be comfortable on camera versus like in person. But for me to really feel like I know you, I have to know you in person for a while to really open up, be myself. And now I have a bunch of friends here online that I really consider friends. So that's really been a shock to me. And it's also, I think, been a shock to me that, and I kind of already known this about myself, that when I'm actually genuinely me and I'm not putting on something for the camera, people really like Becky. Like
you are funny. You make me laugh harder than most people.
And we love you. Like I don't have to fit. I do so much better when I'm just saying it.
Yourself. Just being yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what people relate to, I think, right? Is just you being you. I watched the whole video of you trying on makeup. You want to talk about somebody knowing less about it than you, it'd be me. What are we doing right now? But I had to hear what you had to say about it.
And that was one of my most genuine videos.
Yeah,
I literally, it was unfiltered. I was like, I'm just gonna say what's coming to my mind while I'm doing this, and
I'm not
that's
expert.
how it flowed.
Yeah, but that's what people like, right? For whatever reason, just a place to go sometimes to find a person that you can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
But I think to definitely what you said, insofar as needing to know somebody for a while, right? Like that was when I met Mary. We went for a walk, and I had known you really for only a couple of months, as far as I knew, because she joined the Discord like in May, I think, April or May, something like that. Maybe you joined my Discord. And so I had never met Mary in person. She was just a subscriber to several of your channels. And so then I was complaining about walking, right? So we started walking, and it felt pretty comfortable for me because I knew her from my Discord. But what was really kind of shocking to me was what made it even more comfortable was how well she knew me. Because she had been following me for like 2 years. So she knew, she would make reference to all these.
Never commented. Never commented.
I did not know Mary existed. I didn't know Camille existed for a long time too. Our friend Camille. Prayers for our friend Camille. She wasn't feeling very chatty tonight, but prayers for her. Going up for sure. So, but yeah, it's interesting. I've had the pleasure of meeting several YouTubers. I've got to meet LB at Pine Trees and Stars. I've got to meet Angel with Healthful Choices, who's back on American Soul, which just kind of makes me happy a little bit. She's back home. But it's been me, who is such an introverted, shy. It feels so natural. I know y'all don't believe that about me, but I really am. But I know y'all. So I'm not introverted or shy around people that I know. So even when I meet y'all in person, I will spend 8 hours on a boat in the middle of the Gulf with Bill. We had a great time. Like, we went from never having met to the middle of the ocean. Like, that's, but I knew it'd be fun because I knew him, because I talked to him every day in my Discord, So I think that for me, I circled back around to myself accidentally, but I think for me, that's been one of the shocking things is I've always not been able to make friends in person. But I've made some really good friends virtually that then I met in person, and it was still really good. And Cheryl, you can say that. You and Alita got to meet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was wonderful. Yeah, but also kind of like what Becky said, and Mary, I watched a billion videos. I never left one comment. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden I left one for Misty, and then it just kind of, she responded to me, and I'm like, Rick, someone from YouTube responded to me. You seriously, Rick can attest to it. I'm like, I can't believe you took the time to even respond. So,
I started,
and then we have all these wonderful.
Sorry. I said, I finally started commenting, and then she talked about starting the Discord, and I said, sure, I'll join the Discord, and then it's the rest of history.
Yeah.
Glad I did.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, I'm watching YouTube, and it's like, kind of like, well, I'm watching TV. In my mindset, it's the same thing. So when Misty responded to me, I was like, oh, someone famous has just responded to me. I know that sounds really silly, but that's kind of how I felt. I'm watching YouTube like I watch TV. Someone's So but now we have all these wonderful friends and this beautiful community, and I would have never in a million years thought that ever in my life. So
I never would have told you on a Monday night I'm going to be sitting on screen with 4 people with another 15 people watching us talk, because I love them so much. Like, I never would have seen that coming. That's for sure. That's for sure. Let's see. There's been a few comments that I wanted to get to first. My little cousin Boomer. Hey, Boomer. What's up? And let's see. Gina says that she doesn't have a channel, but what surprised her was how some mean or how mean people can be even to strangers. Yeah, I'm sure, and that's something we can talk about. I mean, Coach is here. Hello, Coach. Thanks for joining. Kirsten's here. You can join this live stream right now, Nikki, if you'd like. I mean, I'm just saying, and then you can talk to all of us. No pressure. You could also come visit. Let's see. Hold on. Whoa, we got way behind in the comments, everybody. Sorry. Oh, look, Alita said the first time you talked to me on the phone, I was in awe. It was like a celebrity calling me. Y'all are so cute. Y'all are so cute. Oh, look, I still feel that way a little bit. Like, I mean, because, like, my friend's on TV. And I get real excited and I get real nervous. And I guess, and that's something that always surprises me. And y'all know because y'all are in the Discord, and Camille made a comment today. And Deanna, you've said something before that when y'all see me on screen and y'all see me start to talk, I feel very natural and at ease. And I'm not. I am a nervous wreck before this happens. My introvert anxiety goes to level 10. Like, I had to lay in the floor with my feet up on the couch, breathing for about 10 minutes before this live stream started, because my anxiety was just like, woo, we're going, we're doing this. We're talking to a whole bunch of people live and in person. So I still get that anxiety, but I also know it's going to be fun because all my friends are going to be there, which makes it so much easier. But anyway, going back to mean comments. Have you received a mean comment? Mary, I know you haven't left any, but have you?
She leaves all the mean ones.
I know she's don't get me started on Mary over there.
Watch it.
Put 'em up.
I think her mean comments have been snowmen. Those were her mean comments. Snowman.
That's
snowman.
right. She comment about the snowman during the hello. There he is. I knew he'd be here. Hey, Loki. But have y'all gotten any mean comments? Mm-hmm. What do you do with mean comments? How do you handle them? What do you think about them? I see Becky nodding.
I mean, I ignore mine. I'm trying to think of because I've had now because I've been doing more shorts on my channel. Uh-huh. I get likes. I get more, trolls. Like I didn't really have them before, but now I get them. And I posted someone, it was like New Year's Day or the day after New Year's. It was like Lizzo, and it was like, are you ready? Like, the Are You Ready song. And I had a thought in my head, and I was like thinking about how I'm not ready for 2023. And I thought I'd do a funny little short that I thought was funny. And I got a lot of, come get your mom, come whatever, or something like that, like stuff like that. And I was just like, you're not wrong. And I just went scroll and I just kept going. Like I just ignored it. So for the most part, unless it's something really bad or somebody's going to comment about like a family or friend or something like that, or if it's something where I think I do have to defend myself because I got a comment about how I guess, and maybe I am, it was my first Disney trip and I spoke a lot and Charlie doesn't speak a lot. Like I have a plan when I'm filming, so I'm trying to get everything in. And then he was in pain that trip, so he didn't speak a lot. And somebody commented how, oh, the dude never gets a word in edgewise. You're the boss, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, well, he was in pain. He had just had surgery, so he wasn't really comfortable that trip. And he doesn't really like talking on camera. So if I bring him into a video, he's not going to say much because that's not his thing. So it's the channel's usually me because I'm the one that likes to be the big bad, girl on camera, as opposed to everybody else I know in my family. So,
yeah, I think a lot of the rude sort of comments that I see and hear are people making assumptions about things based on a snippet that they've seen, which, I mean, it is what it is. I'm with you. Do y'all get those random, like, sexy time links?
Random weird things. I don't even know what they mean. I just ignore it.
Yeah, like it's like XXXL 49732X links. No, y'all don't get those?
I'm a little offended that I'm not that popular to get that yet.
I'm not popular and I get really weird stuff. I've gotten 5 people asking me if I want a sugar daddy. Is that how it is? I don't know the word. 5.
Oh, yeah.
I post my husband on my channel. What? I just don't understand.
Hey, Will.
Hey, Will. Nice cut, Will. I like it.
I don't look like a homeless person anymore.
No, man, you look good. You needed it for that Texas sun. You know, you
Right.
needed to
You can
yourself
still
from
see it.
Well, got a little burnt by Texas, literally. It's a little hot here. Hey, friends here. Hello, Carolyn. I'm sure you're probably tied up with a little friend, Carolyn, but if you'd like to join us on screen, absolutely you can.
I haven't had any mean comments really yet. I did have like I posted like a foot wrap video or something, foot scrub something.
Oh, that was
and
a
I got a
while.
lot of weird foot fetish things. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm staying away from this topic. Like that got weird. And it made me uncomfortable. But other than that, and then I had some person really freak me out on a live stream. Like they were talking like they were like across the street from my house. It was kind of scary, but nothing mean. Nothing mean. I'm waiting for the day because by putting myself out on YouTube and on the internet, I'm opening myself up for those comments. But I know who my friends are. I know the people that, trust me and support me. And whenever I get to feeling down, whenever those people come for me, because they will someday, I'm sure, I know who to reach out to for support. And that's my community, the people that, all of you. And I'm just, grown enough to not try to cross my fingers. I say things and then the whole other thing comes true, but to not let it bother me.
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky. I haven't had too many bad or negative comments. Most of the bad and negative comments I got was before I started the weight loss journey when I was just doing food reviews. People get real upset if you don't like the food that they like. Like they will tell you all about yourself. And I'm like, what does I have to do with this chicken sandwich? What happened just then? But so sometimes it's the content will get different types of views and we'll get different types of comments. But on YouTube, it's not so bad. For me, it's Instagram. Instagram's the worst with that stuff. Yes, I'm constantly getting, hello, beautiful lady.
Oh.
Do you want to sell our jewelry?
Mm-hmm.
What is a SEC, SCO? What is those? Where it's supposed to make your channel better?
Yeah.
Whatever those are. I get those all the time.
Every day.
And finally, somebody reached out about weight loss and they were offering me surgery. And I'm like, well, you didn't even look at my channel because I've already done that. I've already looked at the weight. What are we talking about? I wouldn't even qualify for weight loss surgery. I'm too little. What is your problem? Anyway, but yeah. So I don't get too many negative comments. And for the most part, I'll leave them because they count towards engagement. And so I don't mind. There have been times, though, where I will see a negative comment on somebody else's page, which doesn't happen often because, to be honest, I normally don't read comments on other people's page. But, like, if I'm going to leave a comment, sometimes I'll see, like, the last comment that's there. And sometimes it's been more than once or twice, a couple times where it's been a negative one. And I'll be like, I really want to say something. Have y'all ever commented on a comment on somebody else's page, like, to stick up for? Oh, wait, hold on. Nikki joined. Hey, Nikki. Woo-hoo.
Hi, hey, Nikki.
Oh, thanks for joining.
Hello.
Nikki also does not have a YouTube channel, but she has been very much like Mary, a follower for a while, and I'm glad that you're here, Nikki. Thanks for joining.
Hi.
And then I got excited and forgot what I was talking about. What?
Supporting somebody else and commenting on.
Oh yeah, have y'all ever like jumped on somebody else's page and be like, "Shut up, you don't know"? Like, because sometimes I'm really tempted, but then, like, I don't know how the other. Like, sometimes I want to ask y'all, "Can I go after this person?" Because that has happened a couple of times with Carolyn, where she'll send me a message. I'm like, I'm gonna say something. She's like, I got it. I'm like, okay, because I can come say something right now. Like, what am I gonna do? Leave another nasty comment? Probably. That's what I want to do. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I get not nasty. I'd be tactful about it in my own passive aggressive way, right? But I'm just curious. Have y'all ever done that? Like, commenting on somebody else?
I have, but it always that's what they want. They want to get a rise out of somebody. They don't really care who. So it doesn't do any good to comment because that's all they're looking for, and it validates them. And we shouldn't do it. We shouldn't validate them at all.
That's kind of how I feel about it. If I respond to them, then they've triggered something, and it's just I also don't want nobody talking bad about y'all. They can say mean things about me on my channel. I don't want them saying bad things about y'all on y'all's channel. That's different. Yeah, Carolyn, she was told that she needs to stop eating, that all food is bad for her, and just a rant on her fashion in general.
Why her fashion is cute.
She said it was brutal. She gets weird, creepy comments. She's gotten somebody commenting on her hair, and just like weird randomness happens in her comment section. But speaking of comments, another reason why I wanted to bring up comments is, well, right now I'm struggling. Sometimes I go through phases where I struggle to answer comments because I want to be thoughtful about my comments when I leave it and respond. And then I overthink it, and then my brain gets involved, and then I just shut down. Whoop, and then I don't answer no comments. So I'm working on comments, but I love them because that's how I get to know people. So even though like Nikki and Mary don't have channels, I feel like I knew them because they would talk to me in my comments. Do y'all have people? I mean, do y'all have people like that? It could be Mary and Nikki too, but do y'all also find that y'all get people who follow? And what I really want to know is because, and this is no disrespect to Mary or Nikki, but sometimes, because I know they're watching, but sometimes I forget that there are people watching who were like them who didn't comment for months and months and months. Do y'all think of those people?
I wonder who they
I think
are.
of them because it's like
Me too. Who are these 100 people watching my
Where are
videos?
these views? Who are you? Let me know. I want to know. Like, I'm sure, you know, if I ever get like 1,000 views, I'm going to get overwhelmed and not be able to deal with it. But right now, I want to know. Like,
I mean,
they want to
Yeah, that's
engage, get to know everyone, and
yes.
Honestly, there's some of them I could care less to know. Is that sad?
but that's fair. I mean, I'm not a sub for sub person.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to sub to your
Right.
channel just because you're subscribed to my channel. I may not enjoy your channel.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's
I don't
the
mean that
truth.
and I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just there's
I don't
some
either.
really strange people out there
Oh, yeah.
that watch for their own reasons, and
That's
they
true.
can stay in the shadows. Like, I'd rather just not know about it.
That is true. Anybody creepy watching, just be quiet. It's fine. I'd rather probably not know that you exist as well. Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. But I do love the comment section. I like talking to people in the comments. I like sometimes going back and forth in the comment, not back and forth like in an aggressive way, but just like, you know, continuing on a conversation in the comments. And that's one of the reasons why, even though not everybody does it, but oftentimes people will, at the end of every video, I ask a question. And I've always done that. And the reason that I always ask a question is to help drive the engagement. Because sometimes, at least when I first started YouTube, I didn't know what to comment. I didn't, do I just be like, hey, hey, I'm watching and I think this too, it's like, I'm really bad sometimes. And so I'm like, I don't know what to comment. And so it was a struggle. And so I thought if I gave some people something that they could comment, even if you can't think of anything else, answer me this question, right? Just to make it more approachable.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you when you answer the question.
I try.
I do like when people play along because it's fun. But that's really the reason that I do it, is to just drive that engagement, because it's important for me to have people to rely on and to ask questions of. And like I said, to feel like you're not crazy. We're waving at people. Who are we waving at? Oh, there's a couple people here. Thanks, Cheryl. Let's get into the chat for just a second, everybody.
Well, Carolyn, you could, do like a private video and just send us the link so we can see.
Oh, is she talking
Carolyn.
about video somewhere too? Dang it.
Sorry, I just interrupted that.
Yeah, I'm with Deanna. I'm on board with
No,
that.
you didn't. I said this is a free form talk. I just realized, I once again got lost in the comments talking to y'all. Alita, I have no doubt that if I was like, I needed someone to sick them, I'm calling you, girl.
I would agree. I would think that she would be a good one to call.
You'd be a good one. Sick them, Alita. Go get him. Go get Sneaker. Go get him. Come here, Sneaker. Alita also makes me laugh a lot.
And her and Cheryl together are hilarious.
Oh yeah, they are hilarious. They're having a live stream this Saturday. Is that right, Cheryl?
Yes, this Saturday. Yes, that's correct. Mm-hmm.
What time?
2 p.m. Central Standard
2
Time.
p.m. Central.
2 p.m.
Wonderful. Carolyn says she watches a lot but can't comment, probably because she has a baby on her lap. Jess is here. Hello, Jess. Tracy is here. It's 11:02. It's really gonna mess us up if we keep this daylight savings time. Ron is here. We are all here to support one another. Pumpkin's here. Thank you for being here. She says she watches the videos for support and inspiration. Jess says she loves comment bombing as she watches people videos. That is something else. Speaking of, are you a single comment? Because Jess also is not just a comment bomber. She comments, but within her own comment. So it's not like you're getting different notifications. It's like she'll be like, you can tell she's live watching the video. Mm-hmm. But her and Lexi both at Fat Don't Talk, I noticed, do that. Whereas some of you, and like Kirsten is one, you can tell she's watching your video live when she leaves a comment, but it's just one big long comment. That's sort of how I do. I leave one big long comment, but I might leave like sections of comment. What kind of commenter are you? Are you a comment bomber? Or are you like a single? Mm-hmm. You're a combination?
It depends on what I'm doing.
A combination.
Like, if I'm watching and cooking, then I'm a one-time a comment that way. Sometimes I can't comment because there's a cat on my lap that's like trying to lay on the keyboard and turn the video off. And then other times I'm like, oh, you just said this. And oh, you just said that. And oh, you just said this. You know, it just depends on the day.
Mm-hmm. I'm the same.
Yeah.
It depends. Like if I can, like if I'm like watching, like if I got 5 videos on my playlist and I'm trying to, okay, let me get, make sure I'm commenting. I do it all in one big thing. And then like sometimes the video's not done and I'm like, oh wait, they just said something else. And then I comment again. But usually I'm a one comment unless like I have like time where I'm like out for a walk and I'm just like comment on this part, comment on that part. Oh my God, you said this. Oh my God, me too. So
I mean, and I do like that. I like the engagement and the interaction. Although sometimes I'm not gonna lie, someone will leave a comment and I'll be like, "Oh no, what did I say? Oh geez, holy mackerel! Let me go back and watch that part again." Because somebody said something about my singing. I was like, "I sang? When did I sing? What was I saying? Oh no! Oh, wait, hold on. There's somebody else at the bottom." It's Derek. I'm sorry.
Hey guys. What's going on?
I'm sorry.
Derek, Jenny.
Hi guys.
And Jaden.
Family.
Jaden, come here.
Was standing there, still in his school uniform. Hi.
Oh, this is what Deanna was referencing about 10 minutes ago, where she welcome back to your own live stream, Misty. This is where Deanna was saying maybe you could do something just special for us. And that is kind of a nice thing actually about Instagram, is that you can make sort of that just like special friends group and send stuff to in case you do get, because I do have someone who is a friend of mine who accidentally got a whole bunch of subscribers. But they have a special friend group that they just send other stuff to because that's really who they want to chat with, not with everybody who ended up following their page for something totally random. But I do like that feature. I think that's kind of interesting. Do any of y'all use that on Instagram?
That sounds like a boat contest going on.
Oh, yeah, motorcycles.
Oh.
I live on a very busy street. I got to do something.
Oh, Tia's here. Hey,
Ours
Tia.
sounds like that during the day because we live off the street that you have to drive down to get out of the neighborhood. So it's like,
It is what it is.
And nobody drives down my street on accident.
That is true, Will. Nobody drives down your street on accident. Jess
Unless
says if
maybe
she's
they're
watching
lost.
Oh, she waits till the end so she doesn't get distracted. Yeah, Tia is one of our Fit Squad members. For those of you who don't know Tia, she may not know you. Tia, you should check out some of these channels for the people that you don't know. You know some of them. You know Mary, Cheryl, and Deanna. All right, I think and Alan's here too. Hello, Alan. I think I have said hello to everybody. And let me just make sure nobody else has joined that I didn't notice. Yep, we're all here. We're all on screen. Yeah, so we've talked about community. One thing with community that still surprises me is how connected I get to people. And so I'm just letting y'all know, if you go MIA, I'm going to check on you. That's kind of the hard part, though, too, is there's a lot of people who I felt like I was really getting to know, and then they just kind of drop off the planet. I'm like,
Sorry.
but dang it, I thought we were friends.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
So I feel like I'm friends, and then like we're connecting and we're communicating all the time, and we're chatting and whatnot, and commenting on each other's videos and stuff, but we haven't yet crossed over to like another place. But then they go, and I'm like, okay, but I'm afraid to like send them a private message on Instagram, and I'm afraid to, I don't know where I'm crossing the line, or somebody's struggling with something, and I want to say, hey, can we like have a private conversation? Can I call you up? Can we talk through this, because I see that you're having a hard time, and I'd like to be your friend and be supportive of you through that. But I get really awkward because I am an introvert, and it's hard for me to, like you guys have all, like a bunch of you guys have said, like make friends and all that thing. So I let my fear of, rejection or whatever kind of get in the way of doing that. But it's like, where'd you go? I miss you.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it is.
I guess even though I'm afraid of what you said, Dan, and they may reject me, I still message them, because I know if whatever situation we come up and I just drop off the face of the earth, I would hope someone that I thought cared about me would check in on me. So there's people who no longer do YouTube. I still am in contact with, that I met at the beginning when I first joined this community, because I just started checking in on them, and they don't ever want to probably come back on YouTube, which is their thing. But we check in weekly with each other, because they did have something bad going on. So I don't know, just because that's how I feel. I would hope someone.
That's why you're a great friend, Cheryl. I struggle with that. I'm the same way. Sometimes and some of you on this screen have been the people that I have reached out and have gone, I know that you're sad and I don't know what to do, but hey, like, if you think of anything that I can help you with, you let me know. That's probably what I'm going to tell you. Something in that form. Like, I'll be here every day for you, however you need. And please tell me, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not good at this thing. I know y'all seem to think I'm good at it. I'm sorry. I'm too tickled by Derek's.
I know he's cracking me up.
I wasn't going to say it, but.
So you in focus. Derek, you're going to be fuzzy.
That little digital hug, like when somebody reaches out, whenever you're like,
oh, there we go. Look at that. I give up and it's back.
It's helpful.
It is helpful, though, right? Because I know, especially like when my dad died, and there were a whole lot of people who didn't know what to say, and I wouldn't know what to say in that situation either. But a lot of people just said, hey, I don't know what to say, but here I am. And that meant so much, because like I could feel that truth, right? Like, to know that if I did need them, I could reach out. And I did sometimes to some of you, just in different scenarios, or, treading it out on the Discord or here on a live stream with all of you, both, on the screen or in the chat. But Cheryl, to your point, I mean, just because they go away doesn't mean we have to give up on each other. but that does happen. And it's
And I think
easy.
it's awesome.
Oh yeah,
Thank you, Cheryl, for being you.
Yeah.
We love Cheryl. We love Cheryl.
Thank you.
Cheryl.
Well, I just care about people.
I know.
Now you guys are embarrassing me. Okay.
I learned how to care about people from people like you, Cheryl. I learned so many things from all of you, so many different things, right? I don't know how to check in on people every day. You're great at that, Cheryl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not.
Well, I'm glad I'm great at it. But you don't think I'm bothering you. I guess that would be a thing if someone thought I was bothering them, then wouldn't want that either.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. That's
you
true,
get on to me. I'm not good at getting back with people, but I'm one of those people where I'll stay at home and won't talk to anybody all day.
Oh, I admit, I go MIA a lot. I'm always fine.
Yeah. I know I've reached out to you before, Derek, because some of you, again, if y'all go MIA, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what you doing? How you been?" I've done that to a couple of y'all. Some of you are on the screen right now because it's just what happens, right? Nikki's laughing because she knows it's her.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nikki's been missing on me for a couple of weeks, and normally I'll be like, Cheryl, have you talked to her? Because I'm like, if anybody else has talked to her, it's probably Cheryl. But I love that, right? And I love having that community of people who check in on you and actually care about you. You're not just
It's nice.
Thought. It is nice. It's very nice, especially when you're having down times. Carolyn says you can reach out to her anytime. She's been trying to pop in and check in, but she's been slacking on the videos. Alita says it's been a horrible past 6 or 7 months. A lot of people had a rough.
I'll be right.
Sure, Mary.
It started strong.
Kirsten says to Alita that there are many people here that love her and will be checking in on her. Just says if she goes MIA, she's probably dead. So feel free to check in. You are pretty consistent, Jess. I do like that about you. That'd be like Coach. If Coach ever didn't have a video on a Tuesday, I'd be like, what in the world has happened to life? Why is there not a video? Because some of you are just so consistent about it. But yeah, I love that. I think that's great. Let's see. Gina says that she fell off the face of the earth when her dad got sick. Her friends still invited her out, even though she always said no. And then it went on for about 10 years. YouTube should have a special friend setting. I agree. I don't want everybody to see some of the videos, but I want y'all to see it. Because again, vulnerability is hard. And that's one of the trickiest parts still for YouTube. So let me ask you this, as far as community and sharing with people that you don't know, what do you, for those of you who have YouTube, or if you don't, why you struggle with not doing it, but like, what's the biggest struggle you have with putting content out there? Becky, I'm going to start with you.
Good, because I had a really good answer. I was thinking about it too.
Good. Look at me. I set you up and didn't even know it. You're welcome.
All right. I don't know how to put it, but just now that like I've gotten a following and I have so many people, I'm somebody that like traditionally I've had like maybe 5 people in my life in the past. And you know what they say, as you get older, you get less people. It's the opposite for me. I got a lot. I have a big YouTube community. I have my old friends that, you know, I grew up with. Charlie's family itself is like big. So now I have, and I'm just like, sometimes I just like quit and I don't watch for like a week and I'm just like, I need a break from this. So the hardest part for me is keeping up with everyone and keeping my content consistent, because I have as many videos as I do right now because I pre-film. I have shorts that aren't going to come out for like another 3 weeks because I get on a spurt and I film 5 and I'm like, there you go. So in 3 weeks from now, when I don't feel like doing anything, I got it. So just being spread so thin, I think, is the hardest part now, because now it's like, oh my God, I have a life here. Like, when did I get a life? And it's just like, it's hard to like just keep up.
Yeah, it is. I went from talking to nobody all the time to having so many people I want to genuinely have a conversation with and not having enough time in the day. That's one reason why I like the Discord or different Instagram chats, is because I can talk to multiple people sort of at once and, you know, check in and see how they're going, because I want to watch your videos, not only to support your content, but because I want to know what my friend's up to. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing today? How you doing? How you feeling? Checking in.
Yeah.
You know, I like that part of it, but it's hard because the more friends we make, the more videos we want to watch, and you want to support them the way they support you. But is there time to do that? And I mean, Derek, you do all of these challenges. Oh my goodness, that has to take up so much time out of every week, and you're doing it month over month over month. I mean, I'm not saying that's a struggle for you, Derek. Sorry, but that'd be hard.
Consuming.
It's time consuming, and a lot of people. So Mary and Nikki, y'all don't have YouTube channels. When you watch somebody else's channel, do you ever even really consider the time that went into making the video?
Oh, for sure.
I'm just curious.
For sure.
You do?
Yeah.
I get that it takes a lot of time, but since I don't do that, I have no really idea. Even watching you try to film some content, I still really have no idea how long it really takes to do that.
How long did I take today?
Well, I would say about 2.
No, I think it was like 3 hours.
3 hours. You had all morning though, and you didn't do it. You waited.
It was like 3 hours just to put in everybody's names and pictures. It takes a while.
It takes a long time.
But it's so worth it though. That's why I do it. You know, get everybody moving and going, even though it's only like a 10-minute video, but it's so worth it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is it worth the time, right? One of the topics that I have is cost versus value, right? Like, is it valuable? Is it worth your time? And sometimes is it worth the investment in the time? And I'm glad that you put in the time investment, Derek, because it's important to a lot of us who like the steps challenge or the weight loss challenges that you do. And that's another way that you can bring community together. But I also think it's important, and I'm not saying that none of you do. I'm just saying, as a community, I want to make sure that we're always consistently reaching out to those people who do things like that, especially because it's such a big time commitment to do those types of things in order to help grow the community. So that's why I see all of you sharing the Steps Challenge, putting out videos about it, leading them to Derek's channel to grow that engagement and that involvement, to get people moving, right, and to get them involved in the community and being together and going towards a goal of being our best, healthiest selves. But I just want to call out that for those of you who have channels, I appreciate the time that you put into it, because I know what time goes into it. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes forethought. Becky says she's got some that she could post for a few weeks, right? That takes a lot of forethought. I have videos that I should post. My mom says she's still waiting to see Las Vegas. So maybe one day. Right? But then I get into that point where I film and I film and I film, and then I get overwhelmed and then I don't edit.
Me too.
Right?
I think he's got months worth.
I've got a lot to say.
I have so many. I probably have hours of content.
So
you made me do it.
That reminds me, is it too late to hop into the March challenge?
You want to be in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get you in.
Okay.
It's not March yet.
That's what I'm saying. It's only the 27th. Let's go. Let's go.
I've been meaning to, but like.
Sometimes I watch y'all's videos and I'm just in awe of the content and the time and the effort that y'all put into filming them and editing them. And even if you do like Cheryl and I do more of a sit down in front of a video and talk and then put that video out, it still takes time and effort and forethought and planning. It's still, yeah. It's still a lot. There's all the
zero editing.
You do zero editing. Well, you can't say you do zero because you still have to film the thing. You still have to upload the thing. You still have to put all the titles, all the thumbnails if you do one, or at least let it pick one for you, right? But still,
I guess that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, my latest video was 5 minutes and 43 seconds. It was 25 minutes of recording, but 5 minutes and 43 seconds made the cut.
Yeah. And that's what's hard sometimes. I mean, there's been, because some videos are harder for me than others, and I'll shoot a whole video and I'll be like, hated it, delete. And I talk for 20 minutes. But at the end of the day, I don't even go back and review it. I just make like a rash decision. Nope, that's not the video that I want today.
Going up.
Like, I don't even give myself an opportunity to like edit out the pieces that I want, or I'm real bad about that. But you're right, Deanna. Even still, well, and like I saw Jess said she likes the get it together parts. That's all the randomness of the in between times that Deanna's talking about, where you film. I may put out a 10-minute video. That video took me 20 minutes of talking. 10 minutes of talking to myself, amping myself up, getting ready to talk to y'all. Because it's all, again, it's the anxiety. There's nobody in this house with me, but I'm about to talk to people, and that increases my anxiety. So I have to amp myself up, and that's why you got to get it together, right? It's anxiety.
The get it together is my favorite part, Misty.
It's a lot of people's favorite part, but at the end of the day, that's the most true me you're probably going to see in the video.
And that's why it's my favorite part.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, but it's also, it's the in-between time, and part of me is just like, I don't want to waste it. I filmed it, dadgummit. Let's let somebody watch it. It's, you know, I don't want to feel like I wasted the time, because it is a time commitment, and you don't want to feel like that time is wasted either. And so sometimes I feel like people get tired of looking at me, or get tired of talking to me, and get tired of hearing me. And then I realize, you know what? If that's true, then they don't have to watch. I can still put out content. Do y'all ever struggle with that, where you think your content gets old?
Mm-hmm. Every day.
I guess it still feels new to me, and I still get nervous. And then I just keep, since I don't, technically edit my video part, if I screw up, if I'm 10 minutes in, guess what? This girl's starting all over, because that, so it's still really new to me to talk to the camera. I still get nervous. Like, I love this because I'm with all of you. Yes, I'm still kind of nervous. I may say something stupid or whatever, but I'm interacting right now. But when I'm just talking to my phone, it still is a very weird concept to be talking at it instead of holding it, talking to someone. For myself, that's just how I feel.
Okay, I'll let other people talk. But my instant question to that is, sorry, I can't. It's my live stream. I get to interrupt and ask questions if I want to. But because when you say that, like, my instant thought is, and not just to you, Cheryl, but to all of you, I talk to y'all. When you're filming,
well, sometimes. Yeah.
Do you do
I
that?
do. I'll think of somebody. Yeah, I'll think of somebody, because if I think of the whole group, then it gets me nervous. So each time I record, I'll think of one person. And then when I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I'm talking to this person. Just get the wiggles out or whatever. I'm talking to this person and just talk to them. Yeah.
You tell me to do that. Because otherwise I have a hard time in the camera.
It's not.
I don't know. I just blurred it all out, so it's okay.
It's not a natural thing. Yeah, but Jenny, it's not a natural thing for a lot of people to talk at a camera, where it's an inanimate thing, and it's hard for people to talk to. And that's why a lot of people get sort of an anxiety or get a discomfort
in their own head.
Feel not natural on camera, because they don't feel natural not having someone to talk to. For me, y'all are all in a stadium. Y'all might not have known this, but when I talk to y'all, it looks like this. Like, y'all are all in I can just, I'm thinking of different things, and I'll be seeing you, and then I may say your name in my video because I thought of you as I was just talking. I'm like, and Deanna did this, and Mary said that, and Will made me giggle about this. And other people who don't know y'all are like, who are all these people Misty's talking about? But it's y'all in a stadium, because that makes me feel comfortable. So I think that's very interesting that I'm such an introverted person, but when I film, I have to think about y'all. I have to. I have to think about a group of people chatting with. So I think it's interesting. What about the rest of you? How do y'all, where is your brain when you're doing it? Now I'm curious.
I have a hard
I have
time
an answer.
remembering.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Go
I
ahead.
have a hard time remembering to film content is my problem. So I'll go out and I'm like, yeah, I'm experiencing this awesome thing. And then I get done. I'm like, well, that was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, no, that's true. I wish I had filmed so much more stuff on the fishing trip, but then
Right.
I was like, but then I would have missed the trip too.
I had
it's
like
that
5
balance.
pictures, I think. Like,
Oh, that's fun. I have 7 minutes of the ground, and I didn't actually hit record at that part that I talked to the camera. But
I'm sorry, relatable. Been there, done that. Like, what is my shoe doing? Oh no, that was so funny too. It's always when I'm with my mom, because I mean, y'all know I love my mom, and I do pick on her just like I pick on everybody, but I like to give her a hard time. And there was this. It was an alligator. It was classic, and I wasn't recording. I was so mad. I was like, "Dad, gum." But yeah, sometimes it is you're done, and then you're like, I have a whole YouTube channel I could have filmed that for. I get stuck in that sometimes too, Will, where I'm so in it, and then I'm like, hello, you're a content creator. Did you forget? Why, yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did forget that I was right then. I was having too much fun. I was a content creator. I go on a walk every Sunday. Do you know how many times I've filmed that? Like 0 times. 0 times have I filmed it. Why? I don't know, because I'm out there doing it. It's like sometimes my brain, that is a challenge. Becky, what were you going to say?
Oh, I kind of have the exact opposite problem. I try to film everything to make it this really fun, interesting vlog so I can, get views and so people like me. Although I already went over that, like, I'm just myself, people will like me. And then when it comes to the camera, because I wanted to be 2 things when I was growing up. One was a teacher. One was an actress, a famous actress. It still hasn't happened yet, by the way. So I grew up wanting to be in front of the camera. So the camera is natural. Being in this chat right now is actually very unnatural for me. Okay, like socializing is more unnatural, but me putting on a show, ready, let's go. And when I'm filming my foot and I didn't film the good stuff, I should really, they would delete my channel if you heard my outtakes, because it's all the
now I want to hear them.
I do too.
Let's go. I want to see them now. Keep it out for us. We want to see it.
It is. Well, look,
privately. You'll just
when you forget to turn the microphone on. Luckily, I don't have that problem, but I did when I had a camera. I'd forget to turn my microphone on. I'd film a whole video and go watch it. Oh, it's wasted. Just wasted, or the battery died.
Wait, no. Alita witnessed firsthand. I forgot to hit the record button.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You did outtakes on it too, where you forgot.
I did.
Yeah, let's
I bleeped
do that.
out my cursing.
Yeah, like I
always accidentally had the camera on high speed or something. So
yeah, you were doing really fast. Like the video was like 15 minutes, and really it was like 10 seconds. It was like, what happened?
Now we got to refilm the whole thing.
Oh, it was funny. I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Well, that's a weird comment.
I know Martin has a very interesting comment, and just
Thank you.
For those of you who may not know, I don't watch the news. People are like, my mom was talking to me this weekend, telling me about the balloon that went over the United States. I was like, there's a balloon? What are we talking about? She's like, and people ask me all the time, they're like, how do you get along in life? Never watching the news. Very happily, thanks. So
yeah,
really
I gave
I'm
it
not
up.
a fan of the news either.
It's not. Why? They're just going to bring you down.
Because every time somebody wants to tell me about something I missed on the news, it was something that I was like, I could have skipped that for the rest of my life and been okay. Why'd you need to tell me that? I didn't need to know there was a balloon shot. Like what? I don't know. That's me. I live in my own. Carolyn is gone now, but Carolyn and I live in a happy bubble. And we don't want the outside world to pop our happy bubble, but it does try sometimes.
There are plenty of people paying attention to that stuff where I don't have to put that as my responsibility.
Check me off.
Exactly.
I don't want to be responsible for that.
Your mom.
Yeah,
and your dad watch.
absolutely.
I deal with enough over here. I don't need it. I don't need any of that stuff.
I have enough of my own mental struggles.
Yeah,
I don't need to worry about what
fair enough.
everybody else is going through right now. I mean, I want to know what y'all are going through because y'all are my friends, but like outside of this community, like I barely even watch YouTube outside of the people that I know or that I feel like I know. But I do try to still find new people to watch too. So that's something else that I'd like to talk about just really quickly. I know we've kind of been all over the place on community this evening, but another thing that I'd like to know is how do y'all find new people? Or do you, because I'm going to be honest, I'll let them find me 99% of the time. Do y'all, how do y'all
Occasionally, I will like put in a few different keywords and search for people with new videos, but that's really rare that I ever do that anymore. I really like that Joel and Christy do these like shout out videos. I loved when Lose Weight Sarah would do shout out videos for other channels that she watched. I really like whenever other creators make videos about other creators that they're watching, especially if they're in a niche that I like, because then it gives me the heads up and because sometimes what's recommended for me isn't always what's recommended for you. So you might find somebody before I find them, or they might connect with you, but not connect with me. So that just kind of helps. Was that even a full thought? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was your thought, so I can't really answer that for sure, but it felt like a full idea to me because I think I understood what you were trying to say. But just as to that they find her, or if she watches a recommended video and she likes, she might keep watching. But I agree. I like shout out videos. I've done a few shout outs on my channel for different people that I like. I know I did that during Vlogmas one year. I do different shout outs. But I think that's, I want to grow the community, but then how do you find the community? Sometimes can be the challenge because I don't want to sub for sub. I want people who want to know what I'm doing and care about me because I want to get to know them and care about them and, watch what they're doing. But sometimes I have trouble finding those people. So that's why I was asking if y'all, like, what different ways did you have of doing that?
I went to Tuber Chat, which is a YouTuber here, and he is pretty much a connect and grow person. But I'd say 75% of those channels are just like the sub for sub kind of thing,
right?
And that's not really what we're all looking for.
Well,
but I found some amazing people on there too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I hate those. I hate that. Not that I'm saying he's doing anything wrong or that I hate the people who use those, but I know, Derek, you and I have had this kind of conversation before. It actually hurts your numbers if someone subscribes and then doesn't watch. I'd rather someone subscribe because they're going to watch versus subscribing and then never coming back. That actually creates less outreach to the other people when they do it, right? So yeah, it's tricky. So that's why I've tried Instagram. I don't know that I've gotten any traffic from Instagram to my YouTube though, that I can tell.
I have way more Instagram followers than I do YouTube. I think it's because I post the recipes I do, and I haven't done that yet on YouTube. So pretty much I'd say 3 to 5 people start following me recently a day, but I think that's just because of the hiking, the stuff I post for hiking, and the recipes, keto recipes. So I would like to do that, on the channel.
Yeah, and I think that'd be a great niche for you to get into, Cheryl, because you do so good with all the recipes. You have so many, and you enjoy cooking and baking and meal prepping and batch cooking and all that kind of stuff. And other people want that and need that for their preparation. So I think that's a really good thing that you could do. And I think that's why I struggle with Instagram, because it's not the same type of content that I do on YouTube. So what can I put on Instagram to draw people to my YouTube? That's where it gets tricky for me, right? Is how to use one social media platform to grow another platform. That's where the community piece gets tricky for me, is how do you use them in conjunction with each other? And I'm horrible with Facebook. I'm sorry. I can tell you, if you have a Facebook group, I'm sorry. Probably bad. I have a Facebook page. Your pal Misty has a Facebook page. Did y'all know that? I think Cheryl is subscribed. I think you've been with me long enough. I think
Yeah.
Cheryl may be on that page.
I think I'm
on that page.
You are.
You just don't ever post any. You just don't ever post anything on it.
I don't ever post anything on there. Because I'm never on there. But I know that works well for a lot of y'all. Like Ron, I don't know if Ron's still here. I know he has a Facebook page. I know that you have the balance breakers, Derek, that people will
I got
post
some
in or
chips
you'll post
today
updates
because you already
in.
had some fruit and you already ate vegetables with your dinner.
Yeah, I do. And then anybody could post in there, really, you know, as long as it like pertains to like weight loss and fitness and balance breakers, of course.
Yeah.
But I really don't look at Facebook that much either, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I
It's funny. I was watching Catfish, and they were saying anybody who has under 100 subscriber or 100 people friends on Facebook, they're suspect. I'm like, oh crap! I have like 80 people.
I know you're suspect, Nikki. That's rude.
I gotta look out for you.
I just have my family on there.
Mine's my family.
Oh, Charlotte's here. Hello, Charlotte. Thanks for joining. Charlotte is going to do her very first live stream tomorrow night. If you don't already know Charlotte, she's someone newer to me, but I have enjoyed her channel. If you do not subscribe to her, I would suggest it. She's going to do her live stream tomorrow night. So I will definitely try to be there tomorrow. And then, I mean, self-plug-in promotion. I'm also going to be on Deanna's live stream on Wednesday. We're doing the ABCs of weight loss, and I got the letter C. And dadgummit, Deanna, man, I got a lot of C words. I'm like, look at me finally winning on a letter. She picked a good letter. I got so many words for C. I was like, yes, let's do it. And then she's like, you want to join? I'm like, yeah, look at me. I already got some words. All right, let's go. But that's
awesome.
at 7 p.m. on Deanna's channel. So if you'd like to join us there, absolutely please do. If you don't know Charlotte, she's doing hers tomorrow. What time is that, Charlotte? Put it in the chat for me so I can say. And then again, Cheryl and Alita are doing their live stream on Saturday at 2 p.m. Derek's been doing a Saturday night live stream every Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. We do trivia or whatever comes to our mind, but no matter what, we're doing something at 8 p.m.
Yeah, so he's been recently doing some different trivia stuff. They've done like movie trivia. They did 50s, 60s, and 70s trivia, or 60s, 70s, and 80s, or something like that. All right, 6 p.m. Central, if y'all are interested for the live stream tomorrow night. I'm definitely going to try to check it. I'm boxing tomorrow, but I'll make sure that I swing through there, Charlotte, and support you.
I really hope work isn't busy.
I'll be there, Charla.
Work is always busy.
And that's why I can't commit, Deanna. I can't, because I don't want to not commit, and I can't make it, you know. I want to. It's just
Yeah.
work. You never know.
Like
I never
today,
know.
you took a vacation.
I took today off, so that's why I'm able to be here right now.
You're like, well, overtime's already messed up because they're having him take off Friday because his birthday is this weekend. They have it where they get off for their birthday.
No one said
It's your birthday?
So he's like,
oh,
I'll
she's
take Monday
snuck it
off
in.
too.
She's snuck it in. It's your birthday coming up.
Yeah, next
I'm like,
week
my
we got
overtime's
all
already
the
messed
birthday
up. I might as well
5Ks.
take a vacation on Monday. Forget it.
What were you going to say, Deanna?
That we have to do birthday 5K next week.
Yes.
Yep.
But
I mean, we don't have to. We get to.
Yes, that's
Well,
right.
Like Derek.
We get to exercise. We are excited about it. But happy
my mom's
birthday.
making me wear a party hat the whole time, just so you guys
That's
know. And she's
That'd
buying
be
me
awesome.
kazoos too, so I don't know.
My mom buys my party hat every year, so I'm there for that, Derek. I mean, that's a whole thing. That's a tradition. Is a party hat.
The party hat.
Well, the funny thing is, she knows I will wear it the whole time. That's the funny thing. I don't care. I wore a duck hat on a beach.
Oh, my mom, y'all seen some of the party hats. My mother gets the most ridiculous party hats because she knows I wear it, and I'll be happy. I'll be happy wearing a big old turd on my head. Just let's do it. Let's go, poop emoji. Come on. That sucker was hot, too. Dadgum. It was like 140 degrees up under that poop emoji hat. Woo! But I wore it all night long. All right. So thank you all for being here. It was a little bit more than an hour. I really just wanted to have a bunch of y'all online and in the chat because I love you. And I think you're great. And you teach me so much just by being who you are and being authentic and true to yourself. It teaches me so much about me. And it has helped me learn how to reach out to other people and create a community. And I'm super happy to have all of you as part of it. Before we go, would anyone like to have any last words, say anything to the community before we wrap it up for this evening?
Can't wait for March. Let's go get it.
Let's go get it.
Yeah. Love the community. Love the community.
Well, I do want to say, if I wasn't a part of this community, I would still be sitting in my chair doing nothing, thinking about doing something.
And look at you.
So I love y'all, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Me too, Mary. I always say that I could do it without this community, but it wouldn't be as successful and it wouldn't be as fun. So I'm certainly happy to have you all here along for the ride. Thank you very much for being here this evening. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, subscribe if you know how, and comment down below what is the most surprising part of the YouTube community for you. And until next time, I'll see you real soon.